Students, today I am going to discuss very important issue for the UPSC civil service mains as well as preliminary examination. And prior to explain this topic, that is trickle down effect and the problem of poverty, unemployment, inequality in Indian economy, I would like to discuss about me as I am running my own institute in Mukherjee Nagar for the betterment of the students for non-economic background as well as economic background. Because as you know, in your preliminary and mains examinations, UPSC asking very theoretical, practical based questions which are needed more intensive and extensive both knowledge regarding economy. What is the basic problem which I feel among the students? They are getting minimum marks, they are not completing their general study, GS economy area because of lack of knowledge. And for the purpose, you can go our YouTube channel, the Economica IAS, the Economica IAS, as well as you can contact me on my mobile number 9999237051. You can join us our online classes and offline classes as well as in hybrid mode where you can solve all your problems regarding Indian economy. First, I will discuss the point what is the trickle down and how it work in an economy. Later on, I will discuss why this trickle down effect theory, which was the previous development strategy of the government since 1947 onward, and which were changed during the 11th plan by opting the new strategy of development, that is inclusive, faster, more growth and inclusive development, faster and more inclusive development strategy since the 11th five plan, that is 2007 onward. Till today, we are opting the inclusive development strategy. First, you know what is the meaning of trickle down and why our planners depends on this strategy since 1947 onward. The basic concept where this theory based or applied is simple concept of economics, that is multiplier. This multiplier is responsible for effective implementation of trickle down. In very simple words, if you like to understand the meaning of trickle down, means when the government increase its investment at upper level in basic and heavy industries, this will increase the GDP growth rate. Increasing GDP growth rate assumed to be automatically trickle down towards poor, and in this way government assume the problem of poverty, unemployment, inequality automatically eliminated. That kinds of assumptions was based on the simple strategy, that is the high growth rate. But practically our planning commission, it may be during the fourth plan, fifth plan, sixth plan, ninth plan, even in 10th plan, government realized that trickle down effect theory is not working effectively. That problem first of all is studied by Dr. V.K. R.V. Rao in Indian economy. And what is his explanation? He concludes that in Indian economy, due to lack of applicability of multiplier theory, this theory is not working effectively. Now, a number of students from you are not aware about the concept of multiplier. First, you understand the multiplier, investment multiplier, then what is the employment multiplier. Then you can easily understand why the trickle down effect theory failed in Indian economy. First, I will discuss the technical theoretical aspect of this multiplier, or you can say investment multiplier. understand now the concept of multiplier. You know the national income, that is Y equal to consumption plus investment, means when we add up the two variables consumption and investment, that is sum known as equal to national income. And as we know, if there is the change in our national income, then it also change the consumption of the society, or you can say this consumption depends on the income or national income. If you are talking about the national income, suppose you can take the example of Indian economy. If Indians income increase by say 1 rupees, then the consumption in Indian economy of the society say increase by 0.60 rupees. It means that is the point which I discuss with you, marginal propensity to consume. MPC in India is say 0.6%, that is the what? Marginal propensity to consume. Now you can derive this, the concept of multiplier. If there is the change in national income, it will change both consumption as well as investment. And you know the value of delta C on the basis of these equations you can derive MPC into delta Y. If I plot the word small c in place of MPC, then delta Y, it means if I put the value of delta C in this equation, the equation will be delta Y is equal to, that is C into delta Y plus delta I. If I further solve this equation, delta Y minus C into delta Y is equal to delta I, or you can further solve this equation, 1 minus C is equal to delta I, or delta Y upon delta I is equal to 1 upon 1 minus C is equal to K, where C is what? MPC. 1 upon 1 minus MPC in actual is the value of multiplier, and it denote if our investment by the government or private entity or both collectively say increase 100 crore rupees, 100 CR, and as you can calculate the value of this multiplier, that is K is equal to 1 minus 0.6 is equal to 2.5. When you solve this equation, that is K is equal to 1 upon 0.4 is equal to 2.5. That is the value of multiplier equal to 2.5. It means by the investment of 100 crore rupees, our national income will generate 250 crore rupees. This is the mathematical applications or explanations of this multiplier theory. Now, you can understand if this level of national income is increasing by the initial level of investment, say 100 crore rupees, this is finally increase in national income because of multiple level of change in consumption, investment, income, and so on. How it will work now, you have to understand with the further explanation of these equations. Suppose initial investment done by the government, say delta I, increasing investment through the multiplier effect generate the national income, say delta Y. This is the additional change in national income, say delta Y. This increasing national income will increase the consumption of the society, as I priorly discussed with you that the consumption of the society depends on the national income. Now this consumption will motivate the entrepreneur to further invest in the economy, and again there will be the national income generation. In this way, this is the infinite process in our economy till it is not capable to generate the national income on the basis of say 100 crore rupees investment equal to 250 crore rupees. But practically this is not working in our economy. Why? As the income of the society increases, because our society is more poor, our consumption increasing more, or it was equal to increase net national income. In this way, the secondary, tertiary, and so on effect of multiplier were zero. That's why this theory failed to trickle down the growth rate of GDP or national income towards the poor. ultimate result is what? The problem of poverty and unemployment remaining the same. You can understand this point on the basis of that kinds of technical explanation, and you can write in your book a good answer if they are asking in your pre and mains, etc. Now come on the issue. If you go through this point, trickle down effect. The trickle down effect refers to the economic theory that suggested benefits provided to the wealthy and businesses will throw a chain. What is that chain? I discussed with you, that is the multiplier chain. Reactions ultimately benefited the broader society, means marginal section of the society, that is SC and SC, ST, OBCs, or you can say simply without any social classification, economically backward sections of the society. However, in the practice, this theory has been criticized for the not always leading to increase income inequalities. As I priorly discussed the maximum benefits of this multiplier theory, or you can say trickle down effect, gain or eaten away up by the upper section. There is no further acceleration effect or multiplier effect in our economy. Ultimately, this trickle down effect theory began to increase the inequalities in the society. Richer become richer, poor become poorer. Wealth generated at the top does not always filter down to the lower income groups, leading to a widening wealth gap. Why this wide gap? As you can see, latest World Inequality Report of our World Bank. Latest World Inequality Report of our World Bank, also this World Inequality Report of World Bank also explain that top 1% people in India maintain 60% of total wealth. You can see this is the real data given by World Inequality Report. What does it mean? The gap between very rich and very poor of the society in the economy is increasing. Similarly, you can also understand limited job creation. As I priorly discussed, if our multiplier theory is not working at secondary, tertiary, fourth and fifth and so on level, it means it is not capable to generate additional output, additional employment opportunities, and additional income opportunities for our economy. As you know, in economy, additional employment synonymous to additional output, synonymous to additional national income. If it is not working effectively, what happened? The job opportunities will be limited in our economy. What is the result? The problem of unemployment consistently increase with increasing growth process of our economy, or you can say that is the jobless growth rate of our economy. That is the jobless. Limited job creation, investments that primarily benefited the wealthy might not be necessarily translate into significant job creation for the broader population. Why? Upper section or investors or the industries where we are going to invest the maximum fund for the development purposes, that is for the betterment or profit maximization of the upper section or investors class or business class or trader class. In this way, the marginalized sections or the economically vulnerable class are not getting that kinds of benefit of trickle down. You can see poverty income disparities. The trickle down effect is not managed properly can contribute to income disparities. A significant portions of the population in poverty, that is, you know why the poverty is prevailing. If the vulnerable class is not getting the share in national income equally, then what happened? They again become poorer and more poorer in comparison to upper section. Similarly, you can see this rural urban divide. Rural urban divide. That is also the major problem of our economy. As you can see, in urban and rural inequality in the society also increasing. You can see under this unemployment, skill mismatch. The Indian economy may face challenges. Why this skill mismatch? Because of lack of resources, because of lack of share of marginal section in national income due to lack of effective implementation of multiplier. In providing employment, there is a mismatch between the skill of the workforce and the demand of the job market. Why that is? Because of lack of proper human resource planning. Our government completely focused since beginning only on the high growth rate development strategy of the economy, and they neglected the human resource policy. Ultimate result is what? Lack of mismatch. Even our ex Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, in his lecture so many times identified this point, that there is a lack of skill among the job seekers. They are not have the adequate skills according to the demand of global and domestic economy of the job. Similarly, structural unemployment, that is also the problem. Structure means which is responsible for structure of the economy. If our development strategy or growth strategy capable to change the structure of rural as well as urban economy, then definitely we can eliminate the problem of structural unemployment in our economy. Inequalities, caste and social factor also responsible. As you know, our society is fragmented on the basis of caste system. Caste hierarchy is there. Occupational priority rigidity were there. That kinds of rigidity break out and break after 1981 due to increasing modernization, westernization, etc. After then, that kinds of problem began to eliminate from our society. That kinds of discrimination, gender inequality, access to basic services, etc. That is the major problem of this. And next point, you can understand government policies, redistribution policies. Our government apply the redistribution policy when they realize that trickle down effect theory is not working. I quote you certain government policies regarding land reform policy, under which land were redistributed among the weaker sections, or you can say landless farmers, laborers, etc. But the policy is not effectively implemented. Ultimate result is what? Inequality remaining the same in rural India. Our skill development program, inclusive growth strategy, that is also the major part. Skilling development some extent can reduce the inequality. As you can see, in recent time period, due to increasing skills of the society, the marginal section of the society also uplifting on the ground of economic as well as social ground. And last I will discuss this, its importance, the policy makers, which one? Inclusive development strategies some extent better for the eliminations of the problem of poverty, unemployment, inequality. Means trickle down is not effective, but this inclusive strategy, which is followed by the government since 2007 onward, is more effectively working in our economy. This is something about, that is trickle down, poverty, unemployment and inequality in India. Thank you, student. Come again is next topic.